Welcome to Factorio Post-Apocalypse. My name is Nilaus. This is episode 12 of our Let's Play campaigns. How time is absolutely flying. It's been now 3 weeks with episode 12. 4 weeks, 4 episodes per week. That should be about 3 weeks. And I am, in some cases, I'm really proud of my base because it's very crisp. I'm really happy about it. I don't think anyone can really just say there's anything like wonky about it, but on the other hand, I also like to sort of move on, get some more stuff. Some of the stuff that I'd like to do is actually clear out this. We have a few things we can still do more research here. It's going to be the last one, the next is tier 5. But this is actually going to do quite a lot of additional damage with bullets shooting. Oh, it's only bullets shooting speed though. And rocket shooting speed and shotgun shooting speed. Okay, so the next one actually gives us the tank shooting speed. But you can't do that. And what is that? Rocketry. Oh, we can get a rocket launcher. We do have a lot of explosive rockets. Just thinking that. Range 36, that might be an option because those explosive rockets we have, those might be interesting to give that a shot. However, we are not there yet. What we are going to do in this episode is we are going to make some of our chemical plants. That's interesting. I actually would have thought we would have more chemical plants, but nope, none of those chemical plants have been in there. So good thing we have our own build. Look at me just swerving around. Our beautiful new hub. So what I did was also take some of the stuff in the tanks in the wagons, cargo wagons, and took those out and put them into these boxes where they kind of belong. And whoops, barely a scratch. And here, so we are now going to focus on 2 things in this episode. We are going to focus. See, this one actually has a bit of an issue. I think I'd like to still have this one, like the concept of this. That's probably a good start if I want to make sulfur, which isn't what I'm going to make right now. There. That's going to happen. So that's going to be sulfur, but before that, and more importantly, I think plastic is the most important. Yes. So plastic, we create this with petroleum gas and coal. Now the thing is with us, that's for you to keep in mind, they are now crafting speed 1. Thank you for not making me 1.25. Now all we need is to make sure that these are not 1.25, but actually crafting speed. I don't know, this could be 1, this could be 1.5. I wouldn't mind. It would also be lovely to screw up every single ratio for every single player, everywhere, in all bases. Lovely, I like that. So this means each of these is producing 2 plastic per second. And what I need to keep in mind is that actually quite rapidly fills up a belt. So let's do this. This one. So what we have here is 4 per second. If I can just grab it in from a separate middle belt, then I can also get another outbound here. And get that on this side. And looks like we have ourselves a setup. Almost. That one. That one. And some lights. Never forget the lights. And that's a unit. So this unit is, since it's consuming 1 coal and giving 2 plastic, that means if I want to scale it towards having this full belt consumed and these 2 full belts delivered. Maybe that's a bit ambitious, but let's maybe at least look at it from a yellow perspective first. Right, so this is 248 per second. Sorry about the blinking. 8, 16, and you have to go towards 60 because that's 2 belts out, right? 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, boom. Like that. And however, and you know what, that's actually not correct. Not ideal at least. Yep, so in this one, how many do we have on either side? We have 16 on the other side. That means after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At this point, they are all outputting on the left-hand side, which means the left-hand side will at this point be full. Therefore, we use this trick to prioritize them into the inner lane, and proceeding. Let's see what we're missing. This is a total of 32. I think I only had 30 because I picked up 20. We're gonna have to have, will be 2 out. Okay. And I won't be able to go through any of these once I get in. Question is then whether it's better to have stuff like this so I could actively go through. Maybe just have it at this location. Yeah. And this is also going to take pretty crazy amounts. But plastic is something we're just gonna need a lot of plastic. That's it. It's very simple. I'll also do this. Not needed, but it's just one of those things, right? Just one of those things. And there. Should be possible to go through, and get all of these, and over here the last 2, which is kind of silly that I built those 2 because I'm going to need more in just a second. So let me get the last 20 as well. Now we do need to sort of keep in mind that our power is just not getting... Power is going to be completely useless for us to figure out. These are making... This is 160 times 900. Yeah, that's... Who knows? It should be enough. Should be enough. And just as I built this, I realized that what I'm now building is two red lanes of plastic outbound. That's maybe a bit more than I need at this point. Just a wee bit more. Right. But we are going to get some coal, which absolutely is horrible. The fact that it does not go like there. This is going to be here. Seems no matter how I try this there. Oh, I know why. I know why this is just so likely to go wrong. And that's because I'm putting everything sort of fixed. Did that make any sense? Nope, did not make any sense. All right, so since I have this grid, that means I want to put these basically in the middle, which means that things that go in the middle have to tend to hit the other things that go in the middle. And therefore there will be some finicking about just getting things in and out. Yeah. Now, how do I most easily do this? And now I need to figure out where I want those. The plastic, I think this could be a good place for plastic, I think. Yeah. Just as good as any. Right, we've certainly built enough plastic as it is now. And this is not working because that one's not working. There. Okay, but this is gonna move really quickly. This one will be constantly moving. And this will consume a full part if and only if this one. I don't know if there's any point to, oops. Here. Yeah, I don't think that's a great idea. But trying to align these, it's going to cause all sorts of annoying issues. Great idea, but no. Get this as well. And the water, you're just going to be wherever that makes sense. You're actually going to need to get water in here. Ah, I forgot that. This will be for concrete later on. And by later on, I actually mean, why not now? And this is going to be used for sulfur as well soon enough. So no need to make a big deal out of it. And also this one. Whoa. It's just full of plastic suddenly. That went crazy fast. Okay, now what can we do? Nothing that's super interesting. Maybe rocketry, we can look at that. I have never used rocketry, so that's really weird and interesting somehow. Do I need plastic to be picked up? I don't think so. I can, if I need some, I can just run on the belt. Oh, I just don't like that this one shifts and this one shifts, but who cares? So this is going to be something completely different. This will be sulfur. Let's also mark this on the map. That one. Plastic. Lots and lots of plastics. So what we need plastic for primarily is for advanced circuits. And advanced circuits is used for everything. Primarily all the blue stuff. So now we need to make sulfur. Do we make sulfur or do we make sulfuric acid? I think we make sulfur, by the way. So this one's not necessary. Because sulfur will give us explosives, and explosives will give us some interesting things. So that's rocketry. And probably not atomic bombs just yet. Flamethrower, mines. Those are interesting things that I just have to research because reasons. So here I'm going to make sulfur. It makes 2 sulfur per second. That just... And over here, I have several ways of doing it. My preferred way is actually this way. Instead of just using a lot of undergrounds and overground. And maybe I've just become more sort of attuned to using normal belts, normal pipes. Although they're worse, which is horrible, the fact that they're worse. By worse, I mean they are... oops. Yep. So the point of this one, or the benefit of this, is that you can build them right next to each other. And then it becomes a bit silly to do this, but I do that anyway. And that's going to be a unit. There, producing 2 per second, 4 per second. So this produces 4. I could do the whole thing on the other side as well, but I actually think I'll just do it on one side, which means it's going to go as far down as that one to give a full red belt. which is also too much. So what are we going back to get? We are going back to get some lights and some power poles. Anything else? Yeah, red belts. Half of that. Anything else? Nah, it looks good. Looks like we got what we needed aside from this. And this is important, being able to run through that location. So that's 1. Or that's 4 per second. 8. 12. 16. 32. Full belt. That one. Okay, that was landmines. Now refined flammables. Does that mean I can walk through this if I'm really persistent? And that means I also need a lot more of the normal pipes. Okay, okay, a lot more, but not like that much more. Go, fly my minions. And this out here is not relevant. That one's not relevant. That one is not relevant. Technically, this does not need to be like that, but I'm gonna keep it this way. And yep, that can be hooked up. Are we ready? I think we are. Go. And we're going to take a small box here. Do we really need it? No, I don't think so. So sulfur, I think I actually want it next to here. That one, so that's going to be sulfur, and then this one can be explosives if I want that on the belt. Combat robotics, we'll just take it. That one. Now we go for this. Just almost. That's one. And just like this, I've realized that there's another advantage of doing this. And that's the fact that these are now have one tile between them, which means I can do this. Voila. And that should immediately get us started on this. And we get out here, that will be a full belt, and I'll just see the inside also become a full belt. Yes. That was, again, pretty damn easy. Maybe I'm just making this seem easy, or I don't know, but I really feel that you just get one thing done, and the fact that I don't have to balance this is amazing. I do really like the new basic refinery. I had the feeling that it would probably be good, but I needed to test it in a new game, and testing it like this, look how easy we're building stuff. Hey, and this is now the time for the sponsored section, sponsored by all the lovely patrons who are supporting me. Thank you very much for all your support on Patreon. That is what really keeps me going. So thank you very much. This is when I'm just going to use this autosave just to promote myself. So bear with me. And we are back in the game. I think we can bear with that one. You can see, this is always like a clumsy one. This one should have gone there. Okay, so wow, that's like okay. Is it time to do red circuits? I don't think we can do that. Not this fast, but we also have a bit of an issue, the fact that I'm not really consistent about my walking path. I mean, they're there, they're sacred, but it would be nice to get some concrete. You know, I think red circuits is a topic on its own. So what I would like to do is actually get, yeah, just smash that stupid lamp and that pipe and that thing and basically just smash everything. All right, I'm gonna find one of these for raw items. That one, this one, there. Actually, it'll never be there. That's all the military science is almost done. Okay, so I need to get some iron ore on the bus. Not a lot, just a tiny bit, which is going to be pretty damn easy. I can just take this. Oops, that one actually did have something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just like that, we have this one. Let's get the cards sent somewhat in the right direction. There you go. Always interesting to see how far in the right direction it goes, but I'm sure we'll meet it again. And is that here? Oh, it absolutely is. Look at how awesome that is. And that was exactly where we parked the car. See, this is an experienced car slinger in action. So that means we can also make concrete if we are getting, yeah. Concrete. You're going in. Let's whoosh down here. So it's only the red circuits we're missing on this. And that will go all the way in there. What the hell is this? What are you supposed to be? Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's not really happening anytime soon. Are we getting it? Yeah, we're getting it. So up here, this one, it's got everything it needs except that one. This doesn't seem like the right way to do this, by the way. That would be a much better way. Right? Instead of it just sliding from there. So this one's going to be really slow. Oh. Maybe that's one that needs to be here. And let's do that. So this one's outputting here. Refined flammables. And what else? That's number 2. This one, I got a few more here. Okay. Right, I think this is really good. I mean, that's on this one, it's just basically, yeah, this is fine. I'm just trying to see if there's some way. It's gonna be smooth slow, but these are things that only like need a single one. Really? Oh, it's because it also has to go into this one, which will be the nuclear reactors. And your nuclear reactors are not exactly right here. Let's see, it can output them fast enough. We have a bit of concrete. I think that's a good thing to do. Just keep that concrete flowing. I'm not going to make refined concrete, but concrete in and of itself is probably a good idea. Okay, now, what is the next thing we want to do? We have to look at blue science, chemical science packs. It's going to be easy. That means we need engine units. Can't do engine units now, can we? The timer is almost up, but I'm not very good at keeping these episodes to 25 minutes. I'm much better at keeping them at 30 minutes. So Let's just pretend that we still have plenty of time and then build some engine units. We can do that, right? You want to get as much done in each episode as possible. And now this is just my intuition that says this is how we should do it. And let's see. So I need... I'm going to get one up, and that one goes back on the bus. And what do I need? I would like to scale this towards having... I think I've done something like this before. And 2 pipes. So let's get 2 pipes here. 2 pipe, that seems like a bad rapper name. There. And I'm gonna get steel. This one's going to be iron. And I suppose this one could be steel, which means there. This one has to go out on both sides, because that's kind of important. That side and... I don't remember how this works. Take all of this and shift it over by 1. Then this one should be getting the power from there. Yes, it is. Ta-da! And if I put some stuff in here, it goes on the inside. That's just absolutely brilliant. That goes up there. This one goes up here. And you know... Okay, I placed my hands incorrectly, so that's why I didn't get... Okay, that one is output. This is steel. This is iron. This is output. Damn, this is great. And the dam here is just me just appreciating how cool this is. Oh, there's a trick to this. Five. There. So I'm gonna get that one, these 2. This is my favorite design. Alright, so the there. Oops. If it's my favorite, why can't you build it correctly then? There we go. That's gonna be it. And I will make 2 per second. And I will consume that's 8, 12, 16, 20. 20 of these means I'm consuming 2 per second. And that's all it can take. Oh, and we have just the last research. I'd also like to just get the last research done. This is pretty cool. And that is incredibly easy. This one has to be iron, steel, but it's very important that the steel is only on the correct side. I want to make sure that each of these episodes have as much content as possible, because for some people this will be, the early game is the boring part, and for other people early game is the awesome part. Either way, I forgot kind of what I was supposed to do up here. Yeah. Like this. So only get out on one side, or one half of side. And then the iron is coming from here. Should have plenty. So I can afford to bring all 4 belts up. Ta-da! And that is going to be 2 further over. That means I might actually be just running out of space on the bus for this. Top ones are copper, so this is refined materials, so they have to go in. I think we can make that one. And you know what? I can actually replace this like that. Maybe not. Maybe it's actually better to do this. Got it. And let's go up and see if it works. There we go. They are actually already getting in. Nice. And are these keeping up? They seem to be keeping up, or at least they're as fast as they can be. Wow, so we just threw in a lot more. 10 of these produce 1 per second, so 20 produce 2 per second. That means also they consume 2 per second, which is exactly what can be supported here. And done. Oh, damn it, almost done. With that one done, we don't have any more research until we get the blue. The interesting thing about this is this one will produce 2 per second. And if I look at this, and okay, that's that. If I look at that one, it's also consuming 2 per 24 seconds, but that means it actually has to consume 2 per second, because I'm going to make 24 of these chemical science pack things. Awesome, went a bit over time. I hope you can forgive me for that. But on the other hand, we got plastic, we got sulfur, and we got engines. That means next time it's just red circuits and blue signs. Look at me knowing the colors and all. Cool. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for your support and your ongoing sort of engagement with this series. I really appreciate it. So keep it up. Let me know in the comment section below if there's something you want more of, less of, and good ideas, errors, all that good stuff. And of course, hit that like button and share this. You know the YouTube stuff. Anyway, until next time, stay effective.